When you begin to glaze, it's important to remember that glaze is a really expensive paint, so we don't waste it. I'm going to start with a clear glaze. Now it looks a little bit green here, but it is clear. When it fires, it will be totally clear. You'll notice that mine has a little bit of black on it already, and that's because I was trying out a technique with some underglaze. So the first thing you're going to do is make sure to cover every little bit of your pot on the top with a clear glaze. And you want to make sure that every little bit is covered because it won't seep over and cover another part if it's not painted. When it dries, you can see where it is and where it isn't. So just look closely and paint slowly. Now glaze has tiny little glass particles in it. So when we put it in the kiln, those glass particles melt and stick together. For that reason, when you're glazing, you want to make sure that you glaze the top and the sides, but not the bottom of your piece. So that part, I am not going to put glaze there, because those glass particles could melt and stick my dish to the kiln shelf inside, and we'd have to break it to get it out of the kiln, and it also damages the kiln shelf, so it is a total bummer. Make sure to not get glaze on the bottom. If you're not sure where the bottom is or where you need to not glaze, set your dish on the table. Anything that touches the table should not have glaze on it. And if you're really not sure, you can ask me and I can help you. Okay, now I'm going to use color glaze to add some colorful details to my design. Now, since our design is radially symmetrical, any area that I put colorful glaze on, I want to do the same color all the way around. Now, when we're using colorful glaze, you want to make sure to paint it once and then paint it again. 2 coats will get us a nice color. So work really carefully and do 1 coat and then a 2nd coat. Only you can tell where you've painted once or painted twice, so you have to just pay close attention while you do that. I'm going to fast forward now so you can see the whole process. When you are finished glazing, you're going to hand your piece to me. If you realize that you have glazed a part that you don't want glazed, you can use a scratchy tool to scratch that glaze off also. Ask me for one if you need it. If you're not finished glazing at the end of class, make sure to tell me that as well.